Okay, so I met this guy. I'm like, he's a really cute guy. And I really like him. And he is so funny. And he says he's Christian. I really like this guy. But there's a problem though. I don't quite see where we're going. I've tried to ask him where we're going. Okay. Where does he say you guys are going? Well, he said that he likes me, but he doesn't really want a relationship at the moment, and so he just wants to keep talking. And I just like we're in a relationship. I mean, he doesn't want me talking to other guys, but if he heard that I was talking to someone else, he'd get really pissed. But like, he doesn't want to date me, so we're just kind of doing this thing. Okay, so are you guys dating, or are you not dating? Are we dating? Or are we not? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nyasha Tindi and I am back with another video today. So if you're just joining us for the first time, I hope by the end of the video you consider subscribing. I hope your energy and mine click so much that you actually consider subscribing and you come back and go watch the other videos and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and share with all your friends and just blow it all out of proportion. If this is home, concerning our trip, we have now decided on a destination and let me know when you're free to go so that we can actually organize this day out. Guys, you know, I think it'd actually be nice if we actually shot a video at a destination of some sort that resembles what you guys put in the comment section. So let me know when you guys are free and then we will air the video on that day. Let me know when you want us to go. I don't know. So, number one, guys, so getting into today's video, we're going to be talking about the signs that you are settling. If you have found yourself in a situation where you were settling before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In case you've been in a situation like this, because I like to think a lot more people are actually settling than those who actually admit that they are, then I would like for us to talk about some of the signs that you are settling, even if you don't agree, even if you don't think, oh, I'm settling, if you think it's normal because you have normalized it because you're settling, and that's the number one sign. When you begin to normalize the things that are not meant to be normalized. So, a disclaimer, when you're settling, you just know it. When you're settling, you know you're settling. You know deep down in your heart of hearts that something is not right here and I am just settling and yeah, I could do better, but I don't want to do better. I cannot kind of do better at the moment, so I'll just settle with what I can get right now, and hopefully someone better comes along. Or even if they don't, I mean, he's not such a bad guy after all, or she's not such a bad woman after all. I mean, you know, we could make things work. We could, you know, shift things around, go to Venus, go to Mars, come back, go to the sun, go to the moon, come back, and, you know, maybe turn things around a little bit, and we will be perfect for each other. So if you're settling, you know you're settling, and you just want me to confirm it for you. And don't worry, I will do exactly that. The next thing is that this person makes you feel coerced or controlled or manipulated or pressured into doing some things that you don't want to do. He might or she might not say it in the way that I'm saying it. They might not say, oh, okay, so now I'm going to pressure you into doing this, this, and that. Or they might not say, oh, I like to control you so much that I want you to do this, this, and this. I want you to leave your job and not stay at home. And just because you're my girlfriend, and because I actually had a boyfriend who told me that. And he told me that the girls in their family don't work. And since I'm his girlfriend, he doesn't want me working. And I'm like, I'm not your wife though. Like, I'm not your wife. Who are you talking to? So yes, even if it's something like that, this controlling type of behavior, because what you allow at the beginning of your relationship is essentially what you're going to go through all of it with. You're going to go through your relationship with the very same things that you start with. So if you start with the person who is controlling, a person who is very manipulative, a person who is very aggressive when it comes to coercing you into doing things that you don't want to do. You tell them clearly, I don't want to do this and that, and they say, no, you know what? I want us to do it. If you don't do this, you don't love me, or show me just how much you love me by doing this, or so if I mean so much to you, you'd really do this. If all that manipulation, you know, it's when a person begins to manipulate you into doing things and they become manipulative, then if you're forced to do the things that you don't want to do on your own, you don't even want to do those things, and then they're just manipulating you into doing those things, you are probably settling for the wrong person. And we never settle for the right guys, so you're probably settling for the wrong person. That thing is, you feel so empty, perhaps, or disposable. He makes it, or she makes it seem like they can dispose of you today and get another person to replace you in a minute who is better than you. Like, they make it seem as though you don't have anything to offer. Like, they are doing you a favor by actually being with you. Like, you constantly find yourself having to thank them so much for being in your life and sticking in your life and being there for you. And they feel like they're doing you a favor. They feel like if they leave you, you will die. And if it's you, you feel like you're the god or the goddess in that relationship, because you feel like you are the one with the upper hand in the relationship, and so you make them feel disposable. And if so any person makes you feel disposable or really replaceable in a jiffy, then you're probably settling for the wrong person. And the next thing is, they make you question yourself a lot. You might be certain about certain things about yourself before you get into that relationship, but the moment you get into that relationship, it will certainly question you. It will make you question yourself beyond what is normal. Because obviously, if you're talking to another person, or living with another person, or interacting with another person, you're bound to question yourself. But when this becomes toxic is when it becomes extremely intense. Like, you feel you don't dress well, you feel you don't cook well, you feel you don't do anything well, because they have made you question yourself. So you feel on your own, you feel you deserve better. Like, on your own, you feel that you actually deserve better. You don't deserve this kind of relationship. You know deep down that I could do better. Like, a different man or a different woman could love me better, and I could accept or give back their love in a better way. I would be motivated to love someone else in a more intense way if it was just a different person. I've heard someone say, oh, men don't have a problem with spending money. It's just they see you and they think, is she worth it? Well, women also think like that in a different setting though. Like, if some of the things that they could be doing for you, they just don't seem to do for you because they just feel you're just not worth it. That's just the truth of the matter. You are constantly making excuses for them. If this person, let's just say a drug dealer, for example, an illegal drugs dealer, this person might sell cocaine and stuff like that, and this goes against your conscience. Like, people are getting hooked on drugs because of what your boyfriend is doing, but then you find yourself making excuses for him, like, oh no, he's doing this because we have to survive, or he's doing this because he really cares for me and he wants to spend money on me, or he's really doing this because he has no one else to help him out, or he's doing, like, constantly making excuses for this person. If they don't call you after they said they would call you, you make an excuse for them, like, oh, maybe he just got busy. This is like a chronic situation that might be happening in your life, or something that you find is always happening. If you always excuse that because you don't want to really think your way out of that relationship, then you are probably settling. If you find yourself hiding the third thing, if you find yourself hiding things about this person from those who know you most or from those who love you the most, then there's a problem. Because, why do I say this? Because your friends and your loved ones know you pretty well. So many times before this particular person might have come across, you might have spoken to them, told them what kind of a person you want. You'd probably just screamed it all the times in their ears, and they got it. They really got it, and they held so fast to it. So now when you find yourself in a situation where this person comes along and they are not exactly what you've been telling your friends that you want. You've been telling your friends that you want a person who respects you, you want a person who prays with you, you want a person who does this and this and this and that with you. And then this person comes along and then they don't do any of those things. They don't respect you. They don't want to pray with you. They don't even go to church. They don't have a relationship with God. And you have been saying you want a person who has a relationship with God. Your family and your loved ones are going to be the first to notice that something is amiss. They will notice it before you do, that something is not right. And so when you mention it to them, when you share this particular detail with them, you know that they're not going to really be for the relationship like that. They won't be rooting for you like that. Not that you should place all your decisions in the hands of those you love or those who love you, but these people know you. They probably know you better than you think, and they know what you stand for and what you don't stand for, what you can stand and what you just cannot stand. So if you find yourself withholding information about this person from your friends and your loved ones, you know, the moment they know, hey, it's a problem. It's a problem, and you don't want them to know the problem. You don't want them to know because you want them to think, oh, he's such a good guy. And I'm not speaking from a point of, I don't know what I'm saying. I've done it before, so I know it because I've been doing it. I did it. No, I did it at one point. I really did do it at one point. So I know, because so many times, especially if you've waited for so long, you want the next person who comes along to just be it. And then when you realize they're not it, you begin to paste them in the light of it. You want them to be the right person so badly that you paint them out to be the right person. And then everyone around you doesn't know that you're getting beaten up, or that this person is abusive or verbally aggressive, or they just don't respect you. You get my point. Is that you find yourself having to compromise a lot on the things that you actually want. You find yourself at a point where you always have to compromise, especially on the things that matter to you the most. If there's a principle that you hold so dear and so you hold fast to it, another person comes along and they don't care. For lack of a better term, they just don't care. They don't care that this is something you really, really feel so strongly about. And then they expect you to move 10 meters for something they won't even move an inch for. You find yourself having to compromise. And if you always have to compromise on the important things to you, then that's a problem. Don't get me wrong. Compromise is a daily bread in every relationship. You will find yourself having to compromise a lot. You will compromise a lot because relationships are about service. It's not just about you alone. It's about you and the other person serving each other. So it's constantly giving yourself off to someone else, and that requires a lot of compromise. However, what is not normal is a situation where you always have to be the one to compromise, and you always have to compromise on the things that are really important to you. That's a big problem. If you're having to do that every time, you probably are settling. Like, why not get out of that relationship and be with the person who doesn't make you compromise on the things that matter to you? Why not? Guys, I hope this helps you. I hope this video makes you analyze your relationship from the right perspective. If you're single, I hope next time someone comes along into your life, you know exactly how to approach the situation. When you find yourself feeling like, oh, you have to fight for their love, you have to buy their love in any sense of the word, you have to move heaven and earth before they want to be with you. If they don't want to be with you, it's fine. Somewhere out there is a person who actually truly wants to be with you. Go be with that person if you want them as well. So yeah, I hope if you have watched to this point, you clearly like me. Just do right by yourself and subscribe, okay? If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video with a friend or two, and go catch up on my other videos. You've missed quite a lot. If you like dating and stuff, we have a whole relationship series on that, so that will definitely help you. Have an amazing day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Bye.